Gang, 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 gang. What is up? I mean, talk about I was feeling pretty shitty a little while ago, thinking, "Oh my god, this is going to be dreadful." This thing, look at the turnaround of this game. Despite Cole sucking it up today, giving up home runs for the first three batters, he just stunk. He had a clunker. I can't honestly tell whether he was tipping pitches, where at some point I thought, but one of the problems, I think one of his biggest problems was that he was throwing 98, 99, 100, but he had no movement. So it was inevitable he was going to get hit hard. And it's almost as if the starting rotation took the week off. Taillon got hit hard. Cortez got hit hard. Cole took it the worst from everybody right now. So I'm hoping Severino and Montgomery will rebound a little bit against the Cubs. We'll see, though. Right now, we're in the bottom of the eighth. 3-2. One out now. King just struck out. Number 7-hitter Gio Urshela is coming. But, I mean, who would have thunk that Joey Gallo and Aaron Hicks would lead the brigade to get this ridiculous comeback? And this is exactly the type of comeback that they needed, right? Exactly the type of comeback that they needed. And shows that not only are they capable of winning these types of games, but crawling back, sticking in and not giving up, not just faltering. It shows that they are definitely, the best team in the American League. And if not all of baseball. So, because again, last year's Yankees would not have done this. 2020 Yankees would not have done this. This team is different. And again, when the pitchers stink, the batters are picking them up. When the batters stink, the pitchers are picking them up. So it's a really good thing to see. And as much as a lot of us want Gallo and Hicks to be elsewhere, they saved the game today. So I got to give it to them both. So, by the way, if you haven't hit that like button, let's smash that like button right now, and then we'll get back into this, guys. So let's get it in there right now, if you don't mind. But yeah, Donaldson put him up 1-0 in the first, and then 3 straight home runs for the 1-2-3 hitters for the Twins: Arias, Buxton, and Correa. And then Gallo hit his first of 2 home runs tonight in the second inning to tie it at 3. And then Buxton hit a big 3-run shot to put him up 6-3. The Twins actually, and then Trevor Larnach hit one up, put one out to put him at 7-3, which sucked. And then Gallo hit a moonshot for his second home run, make it 7-4, and then back-to-back with DJ 7-5. And then Hicks coming out of nowhere, tying it at 7 in the 6th inning, right? And then we get Rizzo with an RBI single, and Aaron Hicks with another single. These guys are really, really, it's a perfect day for them to really explode, Hicks and Gallo. So I thank them both. And hopefully the bullpen can shut this rest of us down. So, and Rizzo, put him up 10-7. On a wild pitch. Thank you, Gary Sanchez, for your still poor defense. So, but on the pitching side, Cole did not have it. He was terrible. 2 1/3, 8 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Took him out. They hooked him after 70 pitches. Licky came in. I got to give it to him. Got to give him some love. 2 1/3, 1 hit, 1 walk, clean baseball. He held this thing together while the Yankees fought themselves back to tying the game. So thank you, Lucas Licky. So smash that like button, guys. Smash it, smash it, smash it, if you don't mind. I want to try to get this thing up to 100 as quickly as we can. Miguel Cashman threw a clean inning. Wandy Peralta threw a clean inning, and then Michael King's in there now with a clean. He just threw a clean 8, so hopefully if he comes back out in the 9th, it's a clean 9th. But that's the box score right now. That's what happened today. So, thank you, Lucas Licky, on the pitching side. Thank you, Hicks and Gallo, on the offensive side, And it's what a time for these guys to contribute. But I am confident that Cole will be back, and he'll be fine, back to his normal self. So, he had over the last, I was calculating some stuff, over the last 8 starts, he had a 2.02 ERA, and he only gave up multiple runs 3 times. So he's going to be okay, Garrett Cole. And, it is what it is right now, and he'll be back. And I think Taillon will bounce back. I think Cortez will bounce back. But this is why I say the need for more pitching is going to be a good thing for the Yankees, or would be a good thing for the Yankees. Another reliever, maybe 2, and another starting pitcher would be a wise idea for the Yankees to beef up that major. I'm not saying replace one of the starters. I'm saying complement them, add to them, okay, and keep those guys like King and Schmidt and Manny Banuelos in long relief. Even though Schmidt wasn't great yesterday, still that's why getting more proven major league depth is a good idea. And I know people mentioned J.P. Sears and Ken Waldichuk. I mean, I like them. Don't get me wrong, but Sears has had one game in the majors, and that's it. Waldichuk hasn't even been brought up yet, so I want to reserve judgment on those guys just yet. So more proven arms would be a good thing, though. Would be a good thing. So we got 1 and 2 here. See, and you see Cole's up at the top of the dugout right now, chewing gum, talking to his teammates. So he's going to face the heat. He's going to get some unpleasant interview questions at the end of the game, but he's not hiding. He's not hiding. So, but yeah, the bats bailed Cole out today. He bailed them out. They bailed them out. So, and again, particularly Gallo and Hicks. So, well done, boys. Well done. Maybe they'll give us a little bit more of that production on a more consistent basis. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Not banking on it, but that would be nice. Yeah, I also want to thank the Twins' horrible defense today too, because they've helped the Yankees kind of claw their way back into and eventually over into a lead. So their defense was awful. Sanchez stunk today. He stunk behind the plate. So so this is where the Yankees have an advantage. And again, it's not easy fighting back from 7-3. So now it's 10-7, seven runs, man. So it's awesome. Well, that's the thing too. Yeah, the arms are going to be tested one way or another, and which is why, again, if Cole has a clunker a month or two from now, again, we need to make sure that the other starters are going to be healthy enough to balance them out, and vice versa. When you have clunkers, Cole needs to balance them out too, and he has. So, but that's one reason I'm a proponent of more pitching. You can never have more pitching with the Yankees. Never. No. What's good, Mazza? Yeah, what's good, everybody? Sorry, I didn't do a roll call. Princess Torres, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed enough to subscribe to the channel. Join us for some live streams. I'll go live more often now after the games. We do a big one on Saturday night. That's usually happened pretty good. And I put up lineups. I put up breaking news and all different types of stuff in Yankee World. So, but thanks so much, Princess Torres. I appreciate that. Welcome to the 161. Got an alert that Gallo hit a home run to make it. It's your boy. Yeah, man. He hit a moonshot for his second home run. 2 home runs for Gallo tonight, man. Yep. And Hicks, almost had a second one too, but whatever. Whatever. You know what I mean? They're up 10-3 now, and that's what matters. So, yeah, Tampa Bay beat the Rangers 3-1 today. They're up 3-2, which sucks. Really sucks. Ballin', what's good, man? Hicks would be top 15 in the AL on base percentage if he had enough bats. Yeah, if he did. And you're right too, Loki. That's a good point. It would have been easy to just fold it up and call it a night, but the Yankees fought back, and that's the type of mettle that a championship team needs, right? That a playoff team needs, right? They're showing that type of fight, that type of mettle. They're also showing that type of depth too. So they have a lot of depth here, and once these guys are clicking on all cylinders, if it gets to that point, they'll be pretty good. So Gallo's up right now with 0-2 with 2 outs in the ninth. Top of the ninth, so gets on base. Pitching staff. Yeah, pitching staff. I mean, it's almost as if the starting rotation took the week off. Balling what they see. I mean, they're not. I'm still ruling out judgment on Severino and Montgomery because they haven't gone through this rotation yet. But the first 3, not good. Especially tonight. Cool. So, and it just, I mean, and again, this is a much better Minnesota Twins team than the Yankees used to dominate in the postseason. This is a different team, deeper, more talented, more experienced. And I think they're going to keep getting better. So this is not a cakewalk at all. This team said, and I wouldn't treat them as one either. And I think they will fortify their team too. So. Yeah, I'm glad Gallo and Hicks bailed out Cole tonight. I'm really, really glad to hear it. See it, Tom. Really glad to see it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, but this is bound to happen too, Princess Torres. And he goes Gallo back to the strikeouts, struck him out. Coming to the heading into the bottom of the ninth now. Heading to the bottom of the ninth, looks like Clay Holmes is going to come in. Hopefully, he'll close them out. The Yankees are up 10-7. So while we're on commercial break, if you haven't hit the like button, please smack it right now, really quickly. Again, it's greatly helpful to the channel, and it's greatly appreciated too. So that's one reason why I ask on a regular. Um, yeah, exactly, Brunson. Battling back it's a good thing to see. We haven't always had the Yankees teams do that, which is it's good to see with this group. Yeah. Yeah. See some more Teen Yankees all day. Yeah, I know the Rangers. That's a frustrating loss, man. Very frustrating loss. Lucas Licky was money tonight. He was fantastic. Sanchez is a mess. Yeah, I'm glad he's elsewhere now. So Yankees need a number 2 starter. Yeah, I would agree. I've said it. Another frontline starter up top to give them some more depth and protection will be a wise idea. Be a wise idea. Would I trade Hicks or Gallo? No, yeah, I would. One game doesn't make that much of a difference. So if somebody would take them. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, let's talk 2 or 3 weeks from now, a month from now. If they still continue this stretch, then maybe it's a different conversation, but not right now, and not after one good game. Tim King and Jordans will come back. Dude, yeah, and it looks like the Yankees are. That's a good point too. They haven't won a series against the Yankees since 2002, so the Yankees are poised to win this series if Clay Holmes shuts them out in the ninth, or shuts them down, I should say, in the ninth. So, Gallo 2 for 5 with 2 earned. Yeah, definitely Dave Kim the next. 2 homers, 3 strikeouts. So, yeah, Molly, Clay Holmes. This is it. We got 3 outs to go. We're in the bottom of the ninth. The Yankees are up 10-7. And an epic comeback tonight. So I'm very impressed with how they came back. And again, unheralded guys, right? The bottom of the lineup guys really came through. So well done, boys. Well done. No, I hear you. It's your boy. I mean, you're not exactly wrong there. So who do you give the trade deadline as a starter? Timothy Cochran. Thanks so much, man. Same to you. Well, I would be going after Frankie Monte. I actually did a starting pitcher. 3 starting pitcher. Excuse me. 3 starting pitcher trade targets. That video is down below. I put that out this morning, so take a look at that. But Frankie Montez, I'd look at Luis Castillo, and even JT Brubaker from the Pirates. I would look at just for some reliable innings in here, and I think let Matt Blake work with these guys, and or one of them, I think they'd be okay. So those would be the 3 guys I'd look at right now. I just don't know who else might be available, and I think that's the issue. So, but Cashman has a tendency to get guys out of nowhere that will make trades that we had no idea he was even working on. So that's something I expect from Cashman every year, and this year is no exception. So he can get somebody that I'm like, what tough, really? But that's who I think. That's who I think. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. I think this has got to be deflating to the cut. Who the Twins? I mean, who were like, we're on a good momentum, and then and then this happens to them. Like, it puts them right back into reality and shows them, yeah, the Yankees are still, they're still better, guys. Still better. So, and 2-2. Who's up here? Arias, the leadoff. So it's Arias, Buxton, and Correa, the 1-2-3 hitters against Clay Holmes. So Bednar from the Pirate would be Bednar and Brian Reynolds would be a phenomenal trade. A huge blockbuster. Huge blockbuster. So Ben Meyer's a crazy good game. Ground ball to Donaldson. 1 out. 1 down, 2 to go. Yeah. Matt Blake working on Montez or Castillo or any of these guys, I think would be a good thing. I like Matt Blake. I like what he's doing with the guys. So, and it's a quality coach. Quality coach. So Brian Buxton's up. He's got 2 home runs tonight too, actually. So And openings are getting under 3,000 a game. I know it's ridiculous, Gerald. It's sad and it's ridiculous. It's pitiful, pitiful. How many streams are the Yankees using? Oh God, it's ridiculous, Princess Torres. I mean, you need like 3 or 4 different memberships just to watch your Yankees, and it's a frustrating, despicable money grab, in my opinion. Just figuring out ways to monetize this and monetize that, and just make more profits. It's at some point, it's like, guys, come on, how much is enough? How much is enough? It's not fair to the fans. Get shafted out of these 20 games, shafted out of these 20. It's not fair. It's not fair. No. No, but Ben, I agree too. The Twins bullpen's no good. Ground out to Donaldson again. He's getting a lot of action here. 2 down. Carlos Correa is up. Carlos Correa. Holmes is 8 pitches. He's on it right now. Holmes looks good. See, Buxton down. Carlos Correa up. Let's see if we can close this out. And Cole, actually, I mean, they bailed him out big time. He got a no decision today. He would have been 5-2. He's going to stay 5-1. So Herman and Chapman should be back. Yeah. Even Britton to possibly, and Steven Ridings maybe too. But we'll see. But yeah, I would still add another another pitcher. 0-1 to Correa. Ryan Rocco said that it's on Apple TV Plus. Yeah. He runs it. Right now it's 0-1 to Carlos Correa. I'm pretty happy right now with the Yankees. I mean, disappointed in Cole's performance, but I'm happy what I saw with this offense, particularly the bottom part of it, which has been our problem the whole entire year. 0-2 to Correa. Yeah, Dominguez is turning it around pretty nicely, low key. He's setting the ball really well. 1-2. 1-2. Judge, even with this. Yeah, he was quiet tonight too. He got a hit, but he was quiet too. Judge. He can't hit home runs every game. It's just not realistic. So struck him out. Struck out Correa. Yankees win the series 2-1. Yes, sir. Now they're heading back to the Bronx, and the Cubsies are coming to town. And then they get the Blue Jays. They get the freaking Rays too. So it's not a cakewalk. Cole is not hurt, Angel. He's just had a bad day. His last 8 games before this, he had a 2.02 ERA. He was fine. He was due for a stinker. Just like Nestor Cortez was due to stink yesterday, and Tyon was due to stink too. It just happens. It's unfortunately when Cole stinks, he tends to stink worse than most of the other guys that stink on the team. So, but what's crazy is, let me fix this off here, is a lot of the Yankees aces over the years, when they stink really bad. And it just is what it is. And it's unfortunate, but it's what it is. He's still 5-1, and he'll be fine. I'm not worried about him. So, yeah, Dominguez is on pace for much better stats. And these young prospects are stealing a hell of a lot of bases. So there's a lot of hustle going on, a lot of good base running with these guys. So that's an encouraging sign too. It really is encouraging. So it just shows versatility with the prospects. So smash that like button, guys. We got almost 100 here. We only got 50 likes. So I want to try to get this over 100 really quickly if we can. Dominguez and Volpe definitely need to find a way to lower. Yes, I agree. Christopher Woods, 100%. 100%. A lot of disappointed Twins. So yeah, I think they thought they were going to take that one, man. And they came back. Bronx Talks. What's good, buddies? How you guys doing? Updated playoff division Yankees. Yeah, about that. Yeah, and the Yankees are back to 25 games over 500. And it's a 47-12, I think it is. Done and done. That's right. Game's over. Bronx Tale. Oh, God, that movie was one of the best movies ever. Love how they have a stronger will to win. Yeah, exactly, Winterman. Exactly. IKF had some clutch stuff tonight. The clutch run, the clutch stolen base. They stranded him, but it's not always a hit with Mark with IKF. It's a lot of the little things. So a lot of little things. You know, Robert, how are you, man? Yeah, this is a great comeback win by the Yankees. 66 likes. All right, we're getting it up there. We were just at 50 and 66. Let's get up to 80. I'm gonna try to get that 100. Cole's got to take blame. Oh, he won't take blame. But again, obsessing over it's not going to do anything. So one clunker after the last, for the last 10 games is not a bad thing. So he always takes he'll own it. But like people need, there's no need to obsess over this for days and days and days and days. When Judge has a 4 strikeout day, do people talk about it for multiple days? No, they want to move on. And how many people are talking about Nestor Cortez's stinker last night? Nobody, nobody, or Tyon's the day before. Nobody, right? So it's just he wasn't good. He knows it. He owned it. The Yankees bailed him out, thankfully, and they won the game. So you know, happy that they won. Very happy that they won. I wouldn't say he's not a good shortstop, Cafe Latte. I wouldn't say that. He stabilized the position for the Yankees. He's giving them what they need. So I just laugh at those folks that said the Yankees would be a 4th place or a last place team if they didn't sign Carlos Correa. How'd that one work out? Oh. He will, Fernando, just like Stanton will. I'm confident he'll show up when it counts. When he's healthy, yes. Yeah, Gallo's finally shown some power. His swing to me a little bit back on, and his strokes back in there. And, I mean, he's got serious power when he hits that ball. 80 likes, nice. Let's get to 100. Let's smash that 100 barrier. And Gallo looked locked in today, and he needed those home runs. Hicks needed that home run. He needed those other hits too. So it was good to see. Now, am I confident it's going to happen that everything's turned around for them? I don't think so. I see them going back to some of this stuff too. So, but more games like that from them would be more than welcome. More than welcome. Yeah, it was a big win, Tyler Talbot, no doubt. IKF needs, he doesn't need to hit the homers. It would be nice, yeah, but he's not a home run hitter. So I like what he's doing, hustling, stealing bases, getting clutch. He's doing a lot of the little things that a lot of the Yankees don't do. Other Yankees don't do, I should say. So I'm not really worried about homers for him. Yeah, I agree. Bronx talks. Give it 2 days before the DFA crowd comes back. I'm with you there, boys. That's a good point. Yeah, DFA release, eat his contract, trade. Like, I get it. I get it. That's just the way that it is. Said it once, I'll keep saying it about 4th place team. Yeah, long, no doubt, man. Absolutely, bro. Ooh, 86 likes, nice. I was rooting for Gio this series when he came up. Yeah, I mean, he's still solid, Gio. I mean, it's you know, Yankees. I'm just glad the Yankees won that series. I really, and I'm glad they came back today, and that was a good win for them, a much needed comeback win, and fantastic, fantastic, man. And again, the lower part of the lineup, which has been one of the crux of sometimes of the Yankees, right? Offensive attack, they saved the day today. The lower part of the lineup, Gallo and Hicks. They saved it. DJ was fantastic too, but those 2 guys saved the freaking lineup. So saved the game, I should say, not the lineup. So, and this is another series win. This is I have 13 or 14 series wins with 2 losses and 2 ties. So that's where they stand right now in terms of series performance. So tonight we'll boom bench tomorrow. It's a good question. I would just like to see Matt Carpenter in the freaking lineup. That's what I would like to see. So nice feel good win. Feel good wins are nice. They are nice. Yeah, I don't disagree. He's got to show up against good teams. So do the other guys too. It's not only Cole. Judge has to show up big against the big teams too. But yeah, well, 14, 2-2. Okay, round 9. That's right. I thought it was 14. But yeah, we need Tampa in the run. Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. Yeah, I mean, Sanchez looked lost tonight too. Defensively behind the plate, not better. Not better at all. No. Yeah, I hope Gallo goes on a tear in June. Him and Hicks, I really do. So yeah, the Phillies have won 6 straight since Girardi's been moved on, and Rob Thompson is looks like he's lit a fire under them. So um, they're doing pretty well right now, Philly. So you know, I'll call him next to fix it up when we see it. Yeah, and Jamison Tyon too, Peter, because he got hit pretty hard the other day too. This happens. And these guys, I mean, again, these guys have been good for months, right? So they were bound to stink it up at some point. So it just unfortunately happens, and it always happens with the Yankees. So, and it looks like they're stinking together. But thankfully, they have enough in this lineup to withstand it, which is a good thing. Ooh, 95 likes, almost at 100. Earlier, I was talking about how Judge would probably leave for more money. I agree, but I remember years ago a classy superstar to stay with Minnesota when Chicago offered more. It's possible, but the problem, Fred, is I think he's going to be offered. Somebody's going to, I think, blow him away with a significant offer, and I don't think at this point he's not going to leave $50 million on the table to come back to the Yankees. They don't do that now in free agency. It's about being overpaid and setting the new market standard. And so leaving money on the table is not going to happen with a guy like Judge. I would be shocked. I give it 0% that he would do that. He's going to go to whoever the highest bidder is, especially if that bidder gives 30, 40, 50 million more. Colorado, Cincinnati, whatever. He's going there. Loyalty is going to be to this, to the money. And again, it's his right to cash in. So it's his right to cash in. But yeah, Nora the Great, I'm in a better mood now that the Yankees won too. I think we all are. It's a very depressing live stream. And not a lot of people get on it when the Yankees lose. Like last night, it was a very short-staffed live stream. Now we got a little bit more life in here, which is good. And we just feel better when the Yankees win, especially when they do comeback wins like this. It's inspiring. It's confidence inspiring. So it's the way I look at it. Kevin Federline, man. Oh my God, I remember that guy. Britney Spears' old husband, right, or whatever. Is hitting likes just my pro? I mean, I like to get over 100 likes I've gotten to 500 likes on videos. We've done some live streams, especially during free agency but I like to get at least 100, Lori, when I do a live stream. It's also helpful to the channel as well. So I want to continue growing the channel. And, that's kind of the way I look at it. So a combination of things, Lori, if that makes sense. But it does help the channel get a little bit more attention too. And I'm on the road. My goal for this year is to get to 25,000 subscribers. So we'll see. We're at a little over 11,000 now. It's going to be a tough task, but 20,000 would be the minimum that I'm really trying to get. But we'll see. I only have 6 months left to do it. So I will see. That means I'm going to have to get 1,500 every month. And that's not an easy thing to do. Not an easy thing to do. So hopefully I'll put out a video that gets 1 million views. It goes viral. And we'll see. Speaking of Judge leaving, my middle so wants to see cross that. Yeah, line. I'm sure a lot of Mets fan are like we're gonna welcome with open arms. So, Christopher, somebody's gonna give him, I think, 9 years or maybe even 10. Somebody will. I'm confident of that. Yeah. Red Sox selected Rob Refsnyder tonight, former Yankee prospect. I did see that. Kid clientele. He had a stinker today. Before this, his last 8 games, he had a 2.02 ERA, so he's fine. Every 7th or 8th game, he just gets lit up. So, it is what it is. But I would still add a starter at the deadline anyway, not because of Cole, but, because of a combination thing. Our rotation's going well right now, but there's going to be some innings limitations. Guys they get roughed up. Somebody might get hurt. I would never not add pitching. Weren't we at 700? Yes, we were. And it was right around free agency, Ibarun. So we had 700 likes. I think that was the biggest one we've had. And we had 3,000 people on here. And at once, some craziness, 2,000 people on here. No. Stephen Manheim. Bet you a beard Judge gets offered more elsewhere and stays the Yankees. If he gets offered, I'm going to say the cutoff is 25 million. If somebody offers him 25 million or more, especially more than that, he ain't coming back to the Yankees. He ain't come back. He would be attacked by agents, other players. It's just they would call it collusion. It would believe me. It's about setting the new market. And he's a guy. He's going to be the market setter this year. And to take less to stay home would be almost sacrilege. But would I be upset? No, but I would be shocked if it did happen. Absolutely shocked. Was that around the time of the Big Mac by Apple? Yes, sir, it was, Ron 9. Yes, it was. Yeah. So we had like 700 likes in here. It was right around when free agency just started, when the lockout ended, and I started putting out breaking news on the live streams. It just went nuts, man. So yeah, very funny there, Jason Long. Very funny. 3-1 Tampa Bay. Yeah, I saw that. Who do I think will be part of the American League home run derby? It's a good question, Princess Torres. I'm not sure. Not sure. I gotta look and see what the stats are. Yankees need to think about the Josh Hamilton contract. Yeah, him, the Ellsbury contract, the Pujols contract, just albatrosses. So Judge definitely wants the years because it's the only thing. Yeah, exactly, Christopher. Exactly. Do I think the Yankees will sweep the? I mean, it would be nice. I'm guessing they'll take 2 out of 3. Sweep would be better though. But as long as the Yankees keep winning series, I'm happy. We offered $30.5 million per year for 7 years, but starting next year in 2023. So it was going to be his arbitration year this year, his final one, and then the extension would have started from 2023 to 2029. So it was with the arbitration, it was going to be at least $230 million, and he said no. So he's betting on himself. Can't fault the man for that, but it is what it is. I mean, Cole's contract might be an albatross. Yeah, I mean, it might be. Stanton too. Judges will be. I mean, it's the unfortunate part of signing somebody for such a long deal. Yeah, Prince Fielder had to retire early. He had some kind of condition. I forgot what it was. Maybe the back, or I don't exactly remember what it was, but yeah, he had to retire early, Prince Fielder. That guy had some pop in his bat, man. Serious pop in his bat. Molly, beautiful night to you. Chicken pie, baby. Yankees will sign Judge. I don't think he signs with the Mets if he goes to free agency. I see him going to the West Coast. He's a West Coast kid. Honestly, I can't see him going to Queens. Ugh. But crazy things have happened. If Steve Cohen offers him $350 million, he'll probably be in Queens. What do I think the Yankees do with that? I think they add a reliever and probably a starting pitcher, and depending on how Gallo and Hicks do over the next couple of weeks, maybe an outfielder too. I see them making 2 or 3 moves. So it was a neck problem. That's what it was, Tyler. Yankees get to see Wilson. Yeah, I mean, personally, Tanya, there's no need for him now, in my opinion. The platoon between Higgy and Trevino has negated the need to get another catcher like Wilson Contreras, and I don't want to disrupt that for an older catcher. He's 31, I think now, and he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. And Trevino's got 4 years left of control. Rortvedt, once he gets going, I think he won't get started until 2023. He's got 4 or 5 years of control up too. So I don't see them going after a catcher. I'd be surprised. I will be. So by the time that Judge's contract ends, the luxury tax fee, maybe, but it's not going to make his contract look any uglier. Or I mean, any less ugly, I should say. Keep Judge paying him. I mean, if somebody gave him 8 years, $40 million, he probably got $320 million. So, yeah, Christopher. I mean, you could almost think he was tipping, but his pitches had no movement. They were hard. He was throwing 98, 99, 100, but when those pitches don't move, they're going to get crushed by Major League hitting, and that's exactly what happened. He got crushed. So, El Corrido, welcome and thank you. Welcome to the channel, man. Bienvenidos to the 161. Good to have you on here. Welcome. I can see Judge getting a Trout contract. I struggle seeing that. I mean, Trout got, what does he get, 13 years, 420 something, but he also got it at like 25. Um, I'm really surprised. I'd be shocked if he got 10 years, but I think he'll get 9. So if Judge does walk, he'll have no excuse about paying for Soto or else. Yeah, I mean, if he walks, I would be making several moves. I'd definitely be going after Andrew Benintendi and some other guys, and just I'd be making several moves if he walked. It'd be so stupid if they just let him walk for nothing, though. But no, people aren't in favor of trading the guy and getting value back. So, are you able to monetize your YouTube channel? This is monetize any channel, Ryan, with ads, like commercial ads, is a monetized channel. But it takes a while to build it to the point where you can monetize it, Ryan. Can Carpenter play for? I mean, I would have him be Rizzo's backup on occasion just to get his bat in the lineup, DH, and maybe in a backup first baseman. Give Rizzo a little bit of a break, a day off, or a DH day himself. So like DJ backed up, and he played first today while Rizzo DH'd. So yeah, Angel short spring, exactly. I mean, I'm not worried about Garrett Cole. So doesn't make sense to continue luxury tax. Yeah, I don't disagree at all, Jonathan. Floor would make sense. This would require the teams that don't want to actually spend on their freaking team. So yes, the bullpen did deliver, Alexander, no doubt. So with not necessarily. Let's see, left-handed throwers always have an advantage. Yeah, well, this is true. I feel like the only fan who wants nothing to do with Soto. I mean, I like Soto, but if I would love Brian Reynolds. I'd be happy with if they got Benintendi and somehow got Brian Reynolds. I would take both of those any day. Any day. Lock those guys up any day. They're both 27. Man, that would be fantastic to have both of them. Got to show off. He delivers against the high shelf teams. Got to be worth the money. Yeah, I mean, we need all of our big dogs. We need Judge to, show up against the big teams too. Stanton's been our most clutch hitter in the postseason. So, again, it's still early to make too many declarations. So, yeah, I mean, I know Brian Cash. Now we know Brian Cashman really likes Brian Reynolds, Fernando. So, I mean, they have the pieces to get him. They just have to be willing to fork them up, hand them over. So, Carpenter is yet to play a defensive position. And this year, yeah, he's only DH with the Yankees. Yep. I take Judge over Soto any day of the week. Ooh, chicken parm. I don't know, man. Reggie was arrogant, but he helped us win in 1977 and 78. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you this. Here's another fact. The last Yankees ace to give up 5 home runs was Ron Guidry. So he gave up 5 home runs too. Jesus the King Chavez, welcome. Thanks so much for the donut, bro. I appreciate you. Nice comeback. Let's go Yankees. No doubt, King Chavez. And one of my OGs in the 161, man. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Gracias. I don't think the Yankees will make any moves before. I think they should. I don't think I would wait until the deadline. They have a tendency to wait until late into the deadline, so that's kind of nuts. I'm actually going to go live for those of you who don't know. So the deadline's August 2nd. It's still a while away, and the deadline's usually 4 p.m. I'm going to go live that morning at like 11 and just keep it rolling and just go live and just give you live updates on every move that happens, who gets traded where, and blah, blah, blah. So I'll be live all the way through the deadline. So that's going to be fun. Jules626, welcome and thank you for subscribing to the channel. Yankees fan living in LA. All right. Deal with gangster looking Dodger. Jules, you're welcome here. Thank you for coming and thank you for spending some time with us. Gangster. They got a very clean looking uniform, though. Very clean looking uniform. So, this team is as good as out going to be with Cole. We'll see about that, Tracy. We'll see. Typical Gallo, 2 home runs, 3 shot. Yeah, that is textbook Gallo. So Catfish trying to give up 5 home runs to the Red Sox and say, yeah, it just happens. It happens. It always happens to Yankee aces. I mean, Clemens stunk up the joint a bunch of times. Like, all the Randy Johnson, Hall of Fame Randy Johnson. Like, yeah, it happens. You know, Japan's in the house. Yeah, I mean, Cashman's got a tough job. I mean, the GM of the Yankees to me is one of the toughest jobs in sports. So he's got his work cut out for him no matter what. No matter what. So Gallo's definitely getting traded. Yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll see. I mean, he's gotta keep producing. That's for sure. But tonight was a welcome addition to the offense. So it was nice, and Hicks too. Luis Castillo is actually one of my free agent trade targets. So, and you know, I put out a three free agent trade targets video today for the Yankees. If you haven't seen it, go take a look at it. It's also in the description. So you let me know what you think of my 3 targets. So yeah, I mean, I like the Glaber resurgence. I hope he continues to play well. I really do. We got to move on from some of the mental lapses, but he's getting better. He's getting better. Would be a great place for me to give away a couple of World Series Yankee home game. We can't get him then. We can't score him just yet, Steven. Wouldn't be able to buy him. But maybe I'll do a giveaway. That's a good idea, Steven. I'll do some kind of Yankee merch giveaway that day. Let me see what I can think of. I appreciate that idea. A couple of world, yeah. They unfortunately won't even be able to purchase them yet. It would be kind of cool though. Now I'm gonna have to look into that too. Yankees get Michael Givens and Ian Happ and Kyle Hendricks for Flora, Andujar, Nesky, Davey, Trey, and Beckway. That's a nice trade, Talbot. Steven, let me see what I could do for that. I think a giveaway would be a good idea for the deadline live stream, because that's gonna be long. It's like a 5 or 6 hour long, and different people be going on and off. So that'll be fun though. I like the addition of a giveaway, Steven. So thank you. Castillo. I mean, who knows? Yeah, Britton's he's doing long toss. He's supposed to be back in July or August, but we'll see. What's my favorite Yankee memorabilia? Mickey Mantle, rookie card. Chloe. That thing is cased, enclosed in a serious case, safe in the works. Yeah. Mets are in trouble. They're number 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, Bassett. Yeah, I know. I expect them to make a trade for a pitcher probably at the deadline. So, oh yeah, Billy, that wild pitch. Yes, indeed. That was a catchable ball, but that was typical textbook Gary Sanchez. So, Yankee sell Ohtani jerseys. Yeah, isn't it nuts? Gallo, I know Gallo card value just went up at least 11 cents, something like that. So, yeah, man. Ohtani went yard. Nice. Nice. Yeah, they bailed out Cole tonight. Happens. They bailed out Tyone as well on, was it Tuesday? It's good to see the offense do it when they can. Oh, Ohtani, I don't know. I mean, he'll cost a lot of money though, Gerald. Probably a couple $100, I'd say. Ohtani. Tops 52, PSA grade 2, perfect framed. You have that one? You know? If you do, that's awesome. Yeah, mine's in pristine condition. Pristine. Got it from my grandfather. My grandfather. Got it a long time ago when we were. Some relatives passed away, and I got some baseball cards. So Yeah, Herman's going to rehab soon. We'll see. I mean, hopefully Ridings will come back too. So he's got a big arm. He's just had too many hurt. He's been hurt too much. So glad to see Gary behind the plate. Yeah, no doubt about it, Leonard. And yeah, and Strasburg. I mean, I'm not surprised Strasburg looked average. He hasn't pitched like in almost 3 years. No. Honus Wagner card. Yeah, it's the most expensive baseball card in the world. In the whole entire world. More depth in the rotation. You can also get King, Schmidt, Herman. You could. I would keep King and Schmidt in long relief one way or another, and even Manny Benuelos. But some of these guys could be given a shot, Christopher. So you're absolutely right about that. And Clay Holmes, yeah, dominant man. Yeah, I'm wondering what they're gonna do with Herman. I really do. Yeah, I hope Ridings comes back healthy. I really do. So if the Yankees really do deal for 3 more pitchers, who can you see them bumping off the rotation? I don't see them. Well, I mean, if anybody's going to get bumped or moved or expanded, it's going to be Nestor and Severino only because of innings. Maybe they'll transition to a 6-man rotation at some point with another starter just to give those guys a little bit of extra break. That's what I could see happening. And bullpen wise, that's probably the easier one to figure out. So yeah, Lasagna should be back in a couple weeks too. Dion, have a great night, Christopher Woods. Oh, big time. Yeah, yeah, memorabilia stuff like that's no doubt. It's very, very, very expensive. Clay Holmes for the Cy Young. Yeah, long man spot started for Herman. Could be. Yeah, Hader would be nice. Hader would be nice. DeGrom, yeah. I mean, imagine him putting him in the bullpen for long relief. Oh God, no doubt about it, man. Chapman might be back. Yeah, I mean, if he is back, and I don't think it'll be the closer. Now it'll be a setup guy or something, a seventh inning guy, lower leverage situations guy. I'm not going to mess with Clay Holmes now that he's in that kind of locked into that groove. He's earned the closer spot at this point, right? He's earned it. So, but if you add 3, you need to get rid of at least 5 with Britton and Kerman. Yeah, I'm not really worried about those guys right now, Peter. I'm not factoring in Britton because no, he's not here. Neither is Chapman. He's not even on the 40-man Britton. So, I'm not really worried about those guys. And also, I mean, Britton won't be back next year. Neither will Chapman. So, Adam Warren, that's a good question too, Angel. That's a good question. I don't know. Skip starts, yes, but not 6-man rotation. That was I don't know. I'm not sure, John. 0.33 for Clay Holmes, nice. Warren doesn't have command. Well, yeah, he's a little bit older too. Small saying Otani could be the DeGrom. Yeah, I don't know, Billy. I mean, he's a better hitter than he is a pitcher. So there's no doubt about that. Yeah. There's no guarantee. I don't even think DeGrom would be the DeGrom of the AL. Which is, I don't think he would be as dominant in the American League as he is in the National League. Still a hell of a pitcher, though. Al Rolling, man. Yeah, man. Holmes is money. I could see Chapman being moved at the deadline too. He's got to show that he's healthy though, but I can see him being moved to a Padres or like a National League team or something. Cole stunk today. He got bailed out and moving on. That's it for it. I mean, before this game, he was 8 straight games at 2.02 ERA. So every night, 8th or 10th game, he stinks to join up. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to obsess on it. I don't think anybody else should obsess on it. Nestor got lit up. Tyone got lit up. Cole got lit up. The worst, but it happens, man. He was due to have a stinker. So he was due to have a stinker, man. Yeah, thank you, Michael. I definitely want to keep smashing that like button. So we're at 147 likes. That's awesome. Yeah, DeGrom is nasty when he's healthy, but I don't. I just don't think he would be as dominant. I don't think he would have those stats in the American League that he does in the National League. Just don't. But he's nasty. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that, man. So after Monday's day off, the Yankees played 20 days. Wonderful. Again, another long stretch. So it's my younger brother, Brett Gardner. You would think so, right? But no. No. It's funny. I have had people tell me I look like him, look like David Cohn. Three stinkers from I wouldn't. Three stinkers and his ERA is only in the mid threes. Worried? No. He's 5-1 with an ERA in the mid threes. I'm not worried, Ross. No. All-Star, yeah, it's usually like the first or second week of July. No doubt, Fritz. We may see Sears. Yeah, we might see him. We might. We'll leave our options at the David Bednar, Sessa, Givens, D-Rob. Yeah, I mean, Bednar is the guy, man. If we can get Bednar, excuse me. You can get Bednar, then you'll be in good shape. You'll be in good shape, so. But we'll see. We'll see. Like Peter says, it's 13 pitchers. So. I think Chapman gets moved to the Padres. I would not be surprised. Balling with AC would not be surprised at all. But yeah, our pitchers have gotten creamed this series. I mean, again, yeah, I mean they're all taking a beating together, Angel. It's like the starters took the series off. And again, keep in mind the Twins are in first place. This is a better team than we used to beat up in the playoffs. In fact, it is. So, this is just a better team. I'm not sleeping. I don't like sleeping on any team, so I'm not sleeping on anybody. So you never know. When you sleep on a team and then they kick our ass in the first round. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yeah, outfield options, Benintendi, Reynolds, and Happ. Yeah, I agree, Tyler. Those are my three targets too. So, and the Tigers were prepared. I mean, Twins, not Twins. Not Tigers, the Twins. So, they're good. They're good. They add it, and they're going to continue to add players. I see them making a deadline move. I see them getting another free agent in the offseason. So, they're going to continue trying to get better. So, they have a lot of good hitters. But a crappy bullpen, but a lot of good hitters. So, yeah, I agree, Michael. I mean, I hope you realize it is a special year. I mean, it could be. So, that's for sure. And, then he does what he needs to do to fortify the team to put the Yankees over the top, Michael, no doubt. And the Guardians are, I wouldn't sleep on the Guardians either. They're always sneaky good. They're like the Rays of the AL Central. They're sneaky good. And before you know it, they're in the friggin' playoffs again. So, the real question is, what do the Yankees cash want to give up in a trade? Yeah, I mean, it depends who they're trading for, Fernando. I mean, I'd be going hard after Brian Reynolds. That's what I would be doing. Chronic arm problems. You can't throw more than 5 innings even when healthy. Yeah. I hear that, Gerald. I totally hear that. I mean, Scherzer got 3 years, 130 mil. So, yeah. He makes sense, Al Bundy. That makes sense. Play weak teams. They play. That makes sense. Broke on Flaherty. Drove crazy, man. What would it take to get Brian Reynolds? I mean, Jason Dominguez has to be the first piece. I can't see him. I can't see them getting Brian Reynolds without giving up Jason Dominguez. I'd be shocked. It would be a stroke of genius if they got Brian Reynolds and didn't have to give up a Jason Dominguez. Crazy. LaRussa, yeah, that rug is pretty. Good, Slim. Gallo working with the hitting coach. Good. He needs to make adjustments, man. He does. Danny Salazar, that's another good question. I don't know, Alexander. That's a good question. Formerly of the Indians. I'm going to look into that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Scherzer contract. Yeah, high risk, the money. I mean, yeah. I mean, definitely they're showing that they want to win over the next year or two. That's for sure. So they're going for it, no doubt. Well, exactly. Unscratched lotto tickets, Russ. You couldn't have said it better. Prospects are, and Brian Reynolds has proven. He, to me, is a finished product of Jason Dominguez. We can get David Bednar and Brian Reynolds. That would be a huge trade, Tyler Talbot. I would love that trade. Love that trade. And Tyon is definitely setting himself up for a nice re-signing or a nice extension or just a nice contract this offseason. So, and LaRussa's kind of getting nuts now. So, Brian Reynolds is definitely the target to go after, in my opinion, for center field. He's the guy to go after. That's what I would do. So, Soto's going to cost in the trade. Forget it. Soto will cost a haul. I mean, the biggest haul ever given in a trade. So, yeah, man. I think La Russa will probably get booted this year too, if the White Sox don't pick things up a little bit. So, yeah. Yeah, Moniak is another, almost like a bust. Considered to be a bust. So, and Dominguez is a big boy, Russ. That does scare me too. So, Corey, it's going to cost more than Hicks and Torres for Brian Reynolds. A lot more. A lot more. I don't know about that, Gerald. I don't think the Yankees would agree to acquiring him without a huge extension. That doesn't start until he becomes free agent. So I don't think the Yankees. I don't think any team would do that. I just don't think. But again, he's represented by Scott Boras, so he's Scott Boras. George Heaney's in the house. I was just wrapping up too. Well, good to have you, man. It's good to have you on here. Hicks, Gallo, and a couple of prospects. Yeah, it's going to cost more than that long. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's no need to panic yet. I wouldn't be, or at least overly panicking. So, but depth is always something that the Yankees could do well having. So, real quick, my channel name, El Corrido, 161 River Avenue is the original address of the house that Ruth built. So the Yankee Stadium that was originally built, that was the address, 161 River Ave. So I wanted to keep it connected to Yankee Stadium. So, you know what I mean? That's the significance of it, Corrido. So hopefully you like that. Yeah, 41 and 16, man. They're okay. They are okay, man. But they're all right, man. Yes, we are spoiled as Yankee fans, and it's okay to admit it, Alexander, right? But anyway, have a wonderful night, everybody. Thank you for coming on. I'll go live tomorrow night after the game. And time to beat up on the Cubs, man. Time to beat up on the Cubs, baby. So, but yeah, first interleague for the year. And, Soto trade would look something like this. Dominguez, Torres, Volpe, Medina, Wisniewski. Probably. You're going to have to say goodbye to Volpe and Dominguez if you want Soto. So, it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. Corrido, yeah, man. Wanted to keep it legit Yankees, man. Old school Yankees, baby. But have a wonderful night, everybody. Peace and love. All ears. Talk to you next time.